Hello guys, you are welcome to Pretes Creative Mind YouTube channel. If you are just watching for the first time, subscribe and turn on the notification button to get our video from time to time as we upload them. So in this video we'll be making this bag. Don't worry, you see the pattern for this bag will be drafted for you separately. Here we have the pattern already drafted and I just marked them on the leather. So marking them on the leather for you to just see the shape of what we have put down. So here I have cut the side out and gum it with the leather. Then the base part of it was reduced by 1 inch from the left and right. I am trying to join it together so that it will give us a perfect shape for the base of the bag, because that leather you have there, this is 14 inches by 4. So I reduced the topper part, the upper part, the side that will be up towards that D-ring side, by 1 inches from both sides, so it gives me 5. And from the under two, I reduce it by 1 inch and 1 inch to make sure that that base also give me 5 inches. So for the D-ring that I'm putting there, I have in my hand for that D-ring just 2.5 inch by 4, and I gum it with gum. Then I sew it down with that D-ring. That's just it. So for this one is just a flap of 4 by 4 inch. Then I shape the one side of it with circle, and I get another pieces of leather to cover it from under. I just put a mark under it for me to be able to put magnet in the space, because I'll be attaching it to one place and it's going to be a flap to a pocket of the bag. So this is me shaping out the shape of the flap of that bag, and you can see I have already fixed the pocket. The pocket there I have is 6 inches by 7. So the 7 is the longer side and the 6 inches is the one that has that up. So because I'm stitching the edge of that 7 inches down, I just have to, make sure that the flap have to be in the middle. That's why you see it there. And this is me fixing the other side of the magnet. So you have to allow the mouth of that magnet to mark the exact place out, then punch it with your hand puncher and fix your magnet. That is me fixing the magnet, you see. Then you use the cover to cover it and press it down, and that is fixed. You can see, make sure you mark it, and the middle of the handle of your bag must not be more than 5 inch. You have seen in the back. Now for the long strap, if you are not a fan of folding of handle like this, make sure you gum it down first before you sew it. Gum it first before you sew it for it to be perfect and neat. I'm used to this kind of way, that's why I do it like this, but you can make sure that your own is gummed down before you start stitching. So now I will finish sewing it, and then I will measure it, because the length of the bag is 13 inches. So that 13 inches is what I will not sew from each of the side of the leather. You will see that I am just going to measure it out. You can see now the long strap I used there is just 45 inches. So for that 45 inches, I leave out 13 inches for me to sew. You can see I've cut out the excess. I leave out 13 inches. I will not sew that part. Once it's 13 inches, I won't sew the part. Yes, then I will start sewing from there, and then I will stop when I measure the other part of the 13 inches for the second side. You can see I stopped. Now is the time for me to sew it on the other side of the bag. While placing it on the side, I don't want it to be a double stitch. That's why I did not sew it down. So now this is me sewing the other part down so that it will cover the pocket that I have put in front of the bag. I hope you understand this. Is very, very easy. So now keep watching Bag and Made Easy with Pretes. from now we'll be making a lot of video and dropping it here for you. Make sure you check from time to time. Check the video that we are dropping and make sure you do your practical. Submit it. When you are done with the practical, tag us. We'll be happy with it. We'll be very, very happy. So this is how you fix the other side of the handle too. The same way you do for the first side, you repeat the same process for the second side. For the second side, repeat the same process. Good, very good, baby girl. Keep going. You're doing really well. Now you can see. Now I'm going to get a leather pen. When I'm gumming this part, I measure 14 by 13 inches. Now you can see that place that I am marking does not have that board. I make sure that it doesn't get to the extreme end, so that by the time I place the base of the bag on the body, on the right hand or the left hand side of the bag, it will be able to fold and flexible. So you cannot have your board to the extreme end of that leather and then you are placing the side on it. It will be too hard. Now look at how it folds. You can see very easy. You can see how easy it is to fold. So that's why your cardboard should not get to the edge of your base. Why is she dancing? Ew, fine girl. With her goo-goo. Now for the second side of the bag, you are going to measure. Note the middle. I have 14 there. I mark 7 inches, which is the middle, and 2.5 from each side. 7 inches, 2.5, and 2.5 again. That means 5 inches for it to be in the middle. So the middle space of that bag now for the handle is 5 inches that is separating it. So now I have sewed the second handle and I am placing it on the side of the bag. You can see, because I mark the side of the bag, make it easy for me to place the handle and sew it. If I did not mark it, it would be difficult. The handle would have either shifted to one side than the other side, and making it not to be on the same angle that I want it to be. So it is important that you measure well. That is a leather pen. The same thing, you can see that the leather I folded, it didn't get to the edge. You can see it now. The same thing, you repeat the same process for it and you stitch. The same process and you stitch, you sew it from end to end. When you are starting, double stitch. When you finish sewing, also double stitch. You can see, this is what we have. The bag is getting ready. Can you see how beautiful? You can see the inside. Very flexible, easy to fold. You are not going to stress yourself. Even if you are using a local sewing machine, it's perfectly fine. You can make it very well. I just want it to be very fast, so that's why I had to use industrial machine and make a quick video. Now we want to prepare the lining process. We have prepared the lining. So that's a zip cloth of 14 inches. Zip cloth 14 inches. Then the zip strap is 4 by 11 inches. 4 by 11 inches. Then you put your gum and fold it, thereby making you have 2 inches from one side and the other side 2 inches. You can see it's very small. That is 2 inches there. You can see. Then this is another 2 inches that I have folded from 4 inches to 2 inches by 11. You can see, you place it on it and then you sew. You sew it. Make sure the edge of your zip, you end it at the corner so that by the time you are zipping it, it will not pull out. I will show you now. You can see the zip get to the extreme end from the beginning. You can see it now. Very good. So this is what I'm talking about, so that your zip will not pull out. Now this is your zip strap, 14 by 2 inches. When you are gumming, gum the leather and let it have excess, at least a little bit of like 0.5 inch, that's half inch. Notch it, note the middle. note the middle. These are the inner pocket I'm preparing now. So I have here 14 by 7 inches. This 14 inch, I want to divide the pocket into 2. So I have to make it 14 so that it will be exact measurement of the lining, and I'll make it a 2 pocket instead of 1. I'll keep that aside, and that is the leather pocket also. Leather side pocket. So it has 3 pockets inside the bag, and this is the main lining. The main lining. You are going to measure the main lining by the body of the bag. Then you reduce it by the zip strap and add 1 inch. The body of the bag is 14 plus 14 plus 5, that's 31, minus 4. Minus 4 will give us 27. So that 27 plus 1, the one that you are adding is going to give you the stitching allowance. Like as I'm sewing it now, that place I'm stitching is the allowance for it. So you join only your zip facing up to the lining first, stitch it down so that it will not be shifting. You cannot do 2 things at the same time. It takes process. Then you place your zip strap on it, and also you stitch it down. So after you stitch it down on one side, you can see how it is. You can see the zip. Yes, now you have to stitch that place down so that it will stand on its own. It will not lose. When you start a stitch, double stitch, and when you end it, also double stitch. Repeat the same process for the other side. You can see you will remove the other side of the zip from that place and repeat the same process for the other side. That is the zip strap I'm fixing like that. Then let's fix the lining strap. The lining strap is too wide, so I had to reduce it with a few inches before I place it. Make sure you notch so that you will know the middle. That's the purpose of you notching it, to know the middle of the bag. Then you stitch down again. So now, having preparing the lining strap, the next thing you are going to do is to fix that inner pocket. Make sure you measure the edge. You can see how it comes out. Now fix the leather. That place that I have stitched down will be facing up, and the other side is facing down. Then you turn. Use your machine to hold it down, remeasure it again, and make sure it's in the middle before you start stitching. Then I stitch and turn the last part of it. Then I stop. You cut it, then it remains the lining. Now for the lining, it takes a little switch because it's very long. You can see it's exactly the length, the breadth of the lining. So from there, you can see measure 2 inches down and stitch. Fold the end part of that lining. Fold it. Then repeat the same process. Turn it. Repeat the same process for the other side. Fold it before you start, because that's what I did for the other one. Then it's now time to seal the board. Now I'm sealing it. Make sure it's on a straight line. Having sealed the under, the next thing is to divide the pocket. So I'll come back, I stitch very well. Cut it, then go to the middle, measure it. Make sure you know the middle. It has to be 7 inches because that's 14. Yes, I have divided the pocket now. And you can see the pocket. 1 pocket, 2 pockets, and this is the third one. Now let's go to gumming it together with the body of the bag. Here we are. That is the lining, and this side, just apply gum and place your lining on it. That's all. You don't have anything you are adding to that one. Put your gum on the body of the bag. You can see how I put the gum. It is important most time that you allow the gum to be everywhere on the board so that it will stick very well. You see the way I do the edge? That's how your gum should be so that it will not stress you. Please take note of this. I did not use full gum for this because of one thing or the other, but it is important that you use it in yours if you want to achieve a very good result. It was on Saturday and I was running out of gum. I didn't know the gum will not be enough, so I had to manage. Because I want to conclude the training process, you can see, place the gum at the edge. When you place it at the edge very well, it will hold down the lining strap. It will hold down the lining strap. Don't worry about the measurement. I will drop the measurement of the bag, everything with the lining, the zip strap and everything in the description of the video. So you can see the two places that had cardboard, that's the edge of the lining strap. Make sure you place your gum very well and rub the gum. Press your brush down. Rub the gum very well. Then get something. If you are in haste, you can get something to fan it so that it will dry a little before you join them together with the body of the bag. Or better still, you can be patient enough to leave it for breeze to blow it. Now I was done with the whole process of the fanning of the bag, of the lining strap rather. I bring the leather and I'm placing it together, edge to edge. Make sure your lining strap measurement is not bigger than each other, and that's mallet there for me to mallet the edges together. Repeat the same process for the other side of the bag. Then raise it up and press it down. Raise it up and press it down. This lining is actually not gum friendly because it's more of a waterproof lining. I like to use them a lot because water will not enter into your bag. The bag will be water resistant, both in and out. It will be water resistant. You can see. The only thing left now is to stitch the edge of the side of the bag, the top side. You can see, you stitch that edge. Repeat the same process also for the top of the side of the bag, because I guess the video cut out here. I don't have the proper video of it. So this side I have sewn one now. Repeat the same process for the second side of the bag. Repeat the same process. Now get your clip. Even if it's the clip you are using to hang clothes, bring it out. Use it like that if you don't have office pin. I don't know what the office clip rather. So I use the office clip to hold the base of the bag together, and to the side, to the top of the bag, you hold it one after the other. Now one thing is important for you to do here. So when you get here, make sure you oil the bag very well so that it will move very well on your machine. 1, to avoid your machine scratching the leather and tearing it, and 2, for it to move very, very easily, for your leather to move on the machine easily. It is important that you do what? It is important you put oil. Make sure your leather is lubricated. Yes, so having clipped every part of the bag now, and you check it, make sure it rhymes, the whole process is okay before you start stitching. Now I set my machine, I push it on. You can use post bed, flat bed, you can use a cylinder bed. This is a cylinder bed I'm using now to couple the edge of the bag, removing the clip one after the other as I'm coupling it. can see. So I make sure that I oil it very well. In fact, I was swimming with oil here because there's a place my machine usually store oil in the flatbed. I make sure that I was just dipping my hand there and rubbing it on the edge of the bag. You can see a lot of oil on the bag. So this leather is a croc skin black leather, crocodile skin black leather. Repeat the same process for the second side of the bag. I have told you already, if you have your flatbed, is fine, you can do it. If you have your local machine, blackhead, is fine, you can do it. You have your post bed, is fine, you can do it. You have your cylinder bed, is fine, you can produce it. Just be positive. Just be positive about it. I'll be dropping more of videos like this. Our YouTube is finally open. Online class are finally open for training like this. We'll be making school bags soon, different type of school bags, lunch bag, and so on and so forth, different type of fashion bags. Also, the so-called foreign bag that, oh, this one is foreign bag, oh, this one is foreign bag, oh, they cannot patronize local sewing bag, oh. Don't worry, we'll soon be producing everything here in Nigeria. We have people that are talented that can do this. We are talented in Nigeria. We are talented people. We are great people, great nation. We are blessed beyond imagination. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe, like, turn on the notification button so that you get more of our video. You can see how the bag came out beautifully well. Let me show you the inside. You can see how the inside is. You can see the lining are not going to pull out. They are very beautiful and they will stay well. In fact, this bag it will last. I can give 50-year warranty on this bag. You can see very, very fine. Now it's time to fix the zip. Get your zip head, just one zip head, size 7, size 5, place it inside. Then get your zip stopper. You can see now, you get your zip stopper. Make sure the edge of the zip rhyme, they are on the same page. Get your zip stopper. This is a zip stopper. You see what it looks like. Then place it on it. Get a super glue. If you didn't fix it well, remove it and fix again till all the edge of that zip is inside the zip stopper. Then use your super glue. This is white, we call it white chemical gum. Super glue, white chemical gum is usually hot when you use it, very, very hot. Allow it to cool down before you put it into it. And this is the result of our bag. It's so beautiful, so cool, fancy, for nursing mother, for office. You know, you can put your laptop in there and everything will fit in, your full flags. Every damn thing you are taking out can fit into this bag. I told you we are talented people in Nigeria. Can you see? Please do well, like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification button. Thank you. Bye.